Okay, so we are back for another episode of Nitro. Now, at the end of the last episode, I was talking about worker morales and using those guys to try and boost the morale back up, and a few of the names in there a bit concerning. We knew about Goldberg, Booker T was sliding down a little bit, Sting wasn't as high as I'd like him to be, and a few others as well. So I've given Sting and Booker T interview segments, keeps them active, keeps their feuds going. So that's that. Same with Kevin Nash, whose morale seems to be going down. I think I'm going to keep him out of matches for a little while. I might have to do that with Goldberg, depending on how his match with Scott Steiner goes. Scott Steiner requested a match against Goldberg. They keep requesting matches against each other, despite them feuding previously. But this time, Scott Steiner's not got the belt. Goldberg is going to win cleanly over Scott Steiner. Just to hopefully a good match between two heavyweights. Hopefully it won't do any damage to Steiner, who is currently feuding with Sting. Steiner does get his revenge after by pummeling Goldberg, so he's hopefully not going to lose too much face from it. Let's get to the start of the show. Crowbar's going to kick things off by defending his hardcore title successfully against Disco Inferno and Bam Bam Bigelow. Sid's going to be active on the mic, cursing Dustin Rhodes. Bit of an odd match, but two guys who haven't featured much, but two valued workers, Chavo Guerrero and Big Vito. Then we're going to have Kanyon sneaking up on the Cat and assaulting him backstage, something Kanyon was very good at doing with Booker T during their feud. So he's done it with Cat after stealing his finishing move on Thunder. Stevie Ray, Norman Smiley are going to beat O'Hare and Palumbo with the help of Kidman and Mysterio. DDP, as requested, has got his match over Shawn Stasiak. He's going to win. Buff Bagwell's going to try and mess it up for him, but he fails. And Buff Bagwell's going to beat Dustin Rhodes with a little help from Jeff Jarrett. So you can see how it all sort of ties in. We've got some good matches here tonight. We've not, a lot of these guys are pretty over, so I'm expecting a good 70% plus overall rating with this. Anyway, let's kick things off. And a good opener, good 70%. Crowbar, good hardcore champion. Sid Vicious segment, that went well. I never usually read these bits unless it's for a match or something I've not done before, because they can get quite repetitive. Chavo Guerrero, Big Vito, that's a good score, and they're both pretty over. I think Chavo's 71% over with the fans, and Big Vito is not far behind that. So I want to do more for Marmalukes. I want to do more with Big Vito and Johnny for Bull because I like that team. And I'm just currently working out where to go with Chavo. Could he go back into the cruiserweight scene, or could he form a team with another guy? We will see. For Cat, Kanyon, that went down well. Blackout, O'Hare, Palumbo, that got a good rating. A lot of these mid-card tag matches don't get a great rating, but I think these are two of the most over teams currently in the company. So I think Blackouts are a good invention by me, if I say so myself. Kevin Nash backstage, that segment went down pretty well. He trash-talked Goldberg, continuing their feud. DDP, Shawn Stasiak. DDP lost overness from this match, but he requested it, and it was a great match. The crowd were pretty up for it. So I'm not too fussed about DDP losing a bit of overness from that segment. 95%, and that should do Booker T's morale for world of good. But the Scotsman got bored, even though it was 95%. So he's not easily pleased, is he? Buff Bagwell, Dustin Rhodes. Buff Bagwell is gaining overness show by show at the moment. So that'll do him the world of good, and it's not affected Dustin Rhodes at all. Sting is backstage. Sting lost overness from this segment, and that is a bit worrying. He lost overness from his last interview, and his last match against Kevin Nash didn't go down too well. So I'm going to have to work out what to do next with Sting, because he is the world champion. He's one of the most over guys in the company, but he won't be for long if he keeps losing his overness. Main event, that's more like it. Okay, I was expecting Goldberg to be sluggish, but he's won anyway. And 72% happy with that. That's what you get if you put the talent on the card. So, we've got a few things here. And Booker T and Ric Flair's feud has got to end soon, because in a few days' time, Ric Flair is going to retire. So there's going to be a huge, at least 2-3 segments on that. On Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday Thunder. The next show is going to be Ric Flair's last show. So it's going to have to be a big one. That is a really good rating for Nitro. That's better than usual, I think. 6.48. Let's see how it compares. Only 3,000 more people saw Raw. And yeah, they made quite a bit more from ticket sales, but we are catching up, I think. Here we go, look. Our ratings battle with Raw is so close that neither show is gaining a clear advantage. We're still behind, but that is very promising. Goldberg working too stiffly. I don't think regularly teaming with Stevie Ray is a good idea. I was sort of expecting that, because Norman Smiley has really done well recently. He's over with a score of 77. Stevie Ray is about 56. Yeah, Norman Smiley's getting far bigger crowd reactions. How about making the team inactive and giving me a singles run? Okay, I may well do that, Norman Smiley. Maybe we can get you feuding with Shane Douglas for the TV title. Maybe. Alright, I just didn't do that last time. Let's see if Goldberg's gone up from 14%. He's up at 17%. It's slowly going back up. Okay, no more news here, but it's going to be a big one next show. Ric Flair's last ever appearance. In fact, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, it's going to be into next month, isn't it? Monday Nitro. So this is Ric Flair's last show. This is going to be a very emotional show, so stay tuned.